What's up guys? Welcome to the 3800 Daily. And today we're going to be talking about my mod list. What's in the car? Why did I choose some of the things that I did? And what is the cost of the total build? Just like some of you requested, so here we go. So the platform is a 2007 Pontiac Grand Prix. This is the GT model 3.8 liter L32 V6. To start things off, this car came factory with a Eaton M90 Gen 5 Supercharger. Coming from the factory, pushing 7 pounds of boost, but with the 3.4 pulley, it pushes about 11. To cool these boost temperatures, I've used ZZP's 2.5-inch stack intercooler with the heat disperser, replacing the plastic vacuum tree with ZZP's brand new short stack aluminum, and also replacing the plastic bypass valve that's known for failing with ZZP's Billet aluminum one that you can take apart and replace the diaphragm with. Moving on to the turbo in this build, I chose ZZP's kit, the Z3. This package comes with the 6262 Precision Turbo, a TiAL 38mm external dump wastegate. I have a custom fabricated stainless steel turbo manifold. And to cool these charge temps, I have it compounded with an air-to-air intercooler. That's right, air-to-air and water-to-air. Now on the hot side of things, the exhaust, I have a custom fabricated 3-inch straight pipe with the cat delete, resonator delete, and a muffler delete. One of my first modifications I got on this car was ZZP's stainless steel power logs, which is also commonly known as the exhaust manifolds. Tapped into the downpipe, I also have a bung for a wideband sensor, which is also installed. This wideband sensor is going to allow more precise tuning. Moving on to the fueling system. The fueling system is equipped with ZZP's Fuel Logs, 80-pound injectors, which are 60.5 pounds stock, AEM's 340 liter per hour fuel pump, a fuel pump rewire kit, and all of this has been converted over to exclusively E85 Flexfuel. Time to talk about the transmission. The 4T65E has unfortunately been thrown out and replaced with a 4T80E. This 4T80E is, however, a Generation 1, which spans from 94 to 99 year models. It is mounted on solid mounts, triangulated, with a transmission cooler and mounted fan. Next, for engine and internals. Everything bottom in on this engine is stock. That means stock pistons, stock rods, stock bearings, and stock crankshaft. However, what is not stock is the cam. ZZP's NIC Cam is one of the most aggressive cams that they offer. Just because it's an aggressive cam doesn't mean it's going to put out the most power. The rockers are normally a 1.6 ratio, which is stock. In the past, I upped them to 1.9, broke man's cam, but because I installed the aggressive NIC Cam, I had to down them to 1.65. And because this cam is so aggressive, you're going to need heavier springs. Stock springs weigh in at 60 pounds. I did up them to 90 pounds. But that's not enough for the NIC Cam, so now I have 132 pounds installed. Because of all this lift, you need longer push rods. So I got custom ZZP push rods with Comp Cam's LS6 hydraulic lifters. I also replaced the stock steel intake and exhaust valve with stainless steel valves. All of this power going through a single roller chain had to be upgraded to a double roller chain. More boost and more air that can blow out your spark, so higher voltage coil packs is what I installed on the car as well. And to help keep from blowing head gaskets under such high boost, I installed ZZP's multi-layered head gaskets. The stock head gasket measures in at 0.062 inches, but ZZP's head gaskets measure in at 0.063. In order to make room for that double roller chain, I installed an extra thick front cover gasket, aluminum valve covers for looks, an oil catch can for blow-by. I deleted the AC for weight reduction, along with gutting an AC compressor. And all of this is mounted on an LS4 subframe. Now when we're talking about cooling, that's very important. Keeping your car cool at such high horsepower and such high boost is very important. So for that, I installed ZZP's oversized aluminum radiator. To make sure things stay cool, I deleted the thermostat. Some of y'all are probably going to talk crap about that. I also installed ZZP's silicone radiator hoses to ensure durability. Instead of doing a 50-50 antifreeze mixture, I did an 80-20. 80 of distilled water, 20 antifreeze. The reason why I do this is because distilled water actually disperses heat a lot better than just regular old antifreeze. And because I live in temperate climate that's not too hot, not too cold, I don't have to worry about my engine freezing up. But just to ensure, I did add 20% antifreeze. The intake is equipped with a Spectre air filter. I don't like oil air filters, so Spectre has dry filters. And of course, a short ram intake equipped with an LQ4 mass airflow sensor. Why not the LQ1 or LT1? Why not just the stock mass airflow sensor? Well, when you're pushing so much boost, sometimes those mass airflow sensors cannot keep up. So a bigger mass airflow to measure those bigger boost numbers. On the suspension side of things, the car is equipped with Megan Racing coilovers. On the back end has a 1-inch sway bar, the stock GMP sway bar on the front, with front and rear strut tower sway bars. The braking system consists of a front Cadillac Brembo brake kit with 11.5-inch rotors with front and rear braided aluminum brake lines. And you can't have all these modifications without having a few external modifications on the body. The front bumper cover is an 04 to 08 GXP bumper cover. Those GXP bumper covers have bigger grills for more airflow. A rear diffuser, an 04 to 08 GXP spoiler, and American Muscle 19-inch wheels. Funny enough, I actually found those in the junkyard, all four for 133 bucks. And the interior of this car is pretty much stock. It's got a 3-pod A-pillar for my 3 gauges and a Pioneer head unit, which is just the radio. Other than that, everything interior is stock. I asked some of you guys if I should gut it. Y'all said no, but now I'm gonna ask you now. Should I put leather bucket seats in it? This is not only going to ensure a safer ride, but it will give me lighter seats, help keep me still. Now I'm sure there's a few things that I might have forgotten on this list, but this is the gist of it. I've calculated all this up to roughly $15,000 in just performance upgrades, which is basically the list that I gave you here. If you have any questions about why I did what I did or why I installed what I installed, leave it in the comments below. I'll also leave this list in the description for you to read. Future videos are going to consist of hopefully getting that shifter cable situated, finding somebody to custom fabricate it and maybe put it through the firewall. Also, the car hasn't started yet. Unfortunately, that's because the neutral safety switch needs to be bypassed. If you bypass your neutral safety switch, let me know in the comments below how you did it. I know how I'm gonna do it, but just haven't gotten around to it just yet. And then after that, we're gonna put it on the dyno, get a proper tune, and get some real numbers for you guys. But until then, drive easy.